Hi everyone and welcome back to lesson 2 of Speak Arabic like a native speaker from day 1. In this video, we're going to learn how to ask someone where are you from in formal Arabic and informal Arabic, and then we're going to learn how to respond to that saying I am from and then responding saying your nationality as well. So let's go ahead and get started. We are out today because it's a very nice day. So I hope you enjoy a change of scenery if you're a visual learner like me. Okay, before we start, we need to learn 3 pronouns today. We're going to learn how to say I and you, masculine and feminine in Arabic. First, I. Ana. Ana. Ana is I. Ana. Ana. And then we have anta. Anta. Anta is you, masculine. Anta. And then we have anti. Anti. Anti is you, feminine. Ana. Anta. Anti. Ana. Anta. Anti. Great job. Okay. Now to ask someone where are you from, there are 2 ways. First, we're going to learn the formal way, which you probably already learned in academia, which is min, aina, anta. Min aina is from where? Min aina. Min aina. Min aina anta or anti. Anta or anti. So now repeat after me. I will say it slowly this time. Min aina anta. One more time. Min aina anta. Great job. Now let's say the feminine form. Min aina anti. Min aina anti. I'll say it slowly. Now repeat after me. Min aina anti. Min aina anti. Great job. The informal way of asking someone where are you from is inta, inta, minin. Masculine. Inta, minin. Minin. Minin is from where? Minin. Okay, or the feminine way, inti, inti, minin. Inti, minin. So all you need to know is ana, anta, anti, or ana, inta, inti. It's almost the same. It's just a slight difference in pronunciation, but it's almost the same. So, inta, minin, inta, minin, or inti, minin. Inti, minin. Excellent. Great job. And now to respond to that, first we're going to learn some names of the countries. I will only stick to 10 countries to not make the video overwhelming. Hopefully I'll mention your country. If I didn't, please let me know in the comments and we'll mention it first thing in the next video. Okay, let's go ahead and start. First, of course, we're going to start with my country. We're going to start with Egypt. Egypt is Masr. Masr. So to respond to this question in team name, if you're asking me, I would say Ana, I, min, Masr. Ana, min, Masr. I am from Egypt. Ana, min, Masr. Excellent. And now let's learn some other countries. First, we have the US, since we are in the US. How do we say that? America would be America. America. Repeat after me. America. Excellent. One more time. America. So if you are from the US, you would say أنا من أمريكا. أنا من أمريكا. Great job. Now, what if you were like from Spain? How would you say that? Spain is España. España. One more time. España. Next one is Canada. Canada in Arabic is the same. Canada, Canada. Great job. Okay, and then we have the UK. If you want to say the UK, you would say Britannia, Britannia. One more time slowly. Britannia, Britannia. Last time, Britannia. Great job. If you want to say France, you would say Faransa, Faransa. Excellent. Okay, now let's hear this in Arabic and try to guess which country is that. Okay? Almania. One more time. Almania, Almania. If you guessed Germany, you're correct. Almania. Okay, now let's try this one. Al-Hind, Al-Hind. If you guessed India, you're correct. Al-Hind, Al-Hind. Great job. Okay, one more. Al-Yaban, Al-Yaban. If you guessed Japan, great job. Al-Yaban. And now let's learn two of other Arabic speaking countries. For example, Morocco. Morocco is Al-Maghrib, Al-Maghrib. One more time. Al-Maghrib. What about Tunisia? Tunisia is Tunis, Tunis. Okay, so let's recap the countries that we said today. Masr, Masr. أمريكا, أمريكا. كندا, كندا. أسبانيا, أسبانيا. بريطانيا, بريطانيا. ألمانيا, ألمانيا. فرنسا, فرنسا. الهند, الهند. المغرب, المغرب. تونس, Tunis. Great job. Now you know to ask where are you from, you would say من أين أنت or من أين أنت. And then to respond to that, you would say أنا من and then the name of your country, if I mentioned it. Okay. You can also ask أنت or أنتِ منين. أنت or أنتِ منين. And then you would say أنا من and then the name of your country. What if you are a proud person like me and you don't like to say I am from Egypt? You would like to say I'm Egyptian. That's how I actually say it. If you're like at a party and you don't want to say I am from this country, you just want to say your nationality. This is what we're going to learn. But for this, I think I need a whiteboard. Lucky you, I'm a teacher. I always carry a whiteboard in my purse. There you go. I am committed to keeping this course as absolute beginners friendly as possible. So I'm not going to write the names of the countries in Arabic when we learn how to conjugate for the adjective, for the nationality adjectives. I'm going to keep it in transliteration, which is the pronunciation, the sounds of the noun in Arabic, but written in English letters for you. To make it easier for you to understand what's going on for now. To get the nationality, which is an adjective, from the name of the country, which is a noun, we go through 3 steps. The first step is to check the beginning of the word. We need to make sure that it doesn't have al sound at the beginning. Al is the. It's the definite article in Arabic. So the in English is al in Arabic. Okay? And then we need to check the ending. We need to make sure it doesn't end in alif. So doesn't have alif at the end. After that, we will add the ending sound, which is going to be e, which is double I sound for masculine, and ayya, which is the ending for feminine. Now let's see this in practice. Here we have three names of countries that we already learned. We have Misr, which is Egypt. We have America, which is America or the US. And then we have Al-Maghrib, which is Morocco. So let's see the difference. Let's check first for Al-Maghrib. Al-Maghrib, if we look at the beginning, what do we have? We have Al. We have Al sound, which is the. Al-Maghrib. It starts with Al. So there is the definite article in Arabic. We don't need that. So first step is to remove that. No. We'll keep Maghrib, but we're going to remove Al. Second step is to check the ending. Does it have a sound at the end? Does it have the alif sound at the end? Al-Maghrib. It doesn't. So we're safe. We're going to keep it this way. Let's see America. America. Does it start with Al? It starts with a. America. But is it Al? Is it the definite article the? No. It's just a sound. Okay, good. So it's safe at the beginning. We're not removing anything. Let's look at the end. Does it have a sound at the end? Yes, it does. It has the a. So first step is to remove that. We don't need that. So it's going to be Amrik. Amrik, not America. Amrik. Okay. And then we have Masr. Masr. Doesn't have L sound at the beginning. Doesn't have A sound at the end. So we're not removing anything. We're keeping it the same way. Now the last step to turn these are all still nouns. To turn them into adjectives to describe nationalities, we're going to add either double I for masculine to make it Masri, Masri, Amriki, Amriki, or Maghribi, Maghribi. So these are all nationalities. Masri, Egyptian, Amriki, American, Maghribi, Moroccan, but they are all masculine. These are all for males. Now let's say it country and then nationality. Masr, Masri, Masr, Masri. Excellent. Now let's try America. America, Amriki, America, Amriki. Excellent. And then let's try Al-Maghrib. Al-Maghrib, Al-Maghrib, Maghribi, Maghribi. Excellent. Now let's see the feminine form. How do we get the feminine form of this? We're going to say instead of Masri, it will be Masriya. So this is the iya sound at the end. Masr, Masriya. Masr, Masriya. Okay. America, Amrikiya. Amrikiya. And then we have Al-Maghrib, Maghribiya. Maghribiya. Okay. Now I'm going to say them one more time for you to hear all the sounds. First, Masr, Masr, Masri, Masri, Masriya, Masriya. America, America, Amriki, Amriki, Amrikiya, Amrikiya. Al-Maghrib, Al-Maghrib, Maghribi, Maghribi, Maghribiya, Maghribiya. Excellent. Now your turn. Now let's get you to practice. I'm going to tell you a name of a country. Canada, Canada, and I want you to follow the 3 steps to get the nationality. How do you say male Canadian and female Canadian in Arabic? The first step is that we check for, excellent, L at the beginning. Does it have the sound L at the beginning? No, we don't have L, so it's safe. Okay, what about the ending? Does it end with a sound? Yes, it does. Okay, so here, we don't need that. And then to say male Canadian, For male, we're gonna say Kennedy, Kennedy. And for female, we're gonna say Canadiyya, Canadiyya. So Canada, Kennedy, Canadiyya. Excellent. Okay, now let's try another one. Let's try this one. Al-Hind. Al-Hind. Al-Hind is India. So now you're going to tell me how to say Indian in masculine and feminine. First step is that we check for Al at the beginning. Does it have Al? Does it have Al at the beginning? In fact, yes, it does. So we're going to remove that. We don't need that. Okay, now check for the ending. Does it have A at the end? No, it doesn't. So we're not removing anything. So now it's ready. So if we want to say Indian, we're going to add the ending for masculine and feminine. So let's see. Hind, Hindi, Hindi for masculine, and Hindiya for feminine. Hindi, Hindiya, Hindi, Hindiya. Excellent. Great job. Last one. I'll give you the last one to practice. Tunis, Tunis, Tunis. Okay, now this is Tunisia. Okay, so to do this one, we're going to start by checking for L. Doesn't have L at the beginning, so we're not removing anything. Doesn't have A at the ending, so we're not removing anything. So for Tunis, we can just say Tunisi or Tunisiya. Tunisi, Tunisiya. Excellent. Great job. Great job today. That was great work. Mumtaz. Now let's quickly recap. How do we ask, where are you from? We say inta or inti. Minin. Minin. And to respond, you can say ana min and then the name of your country, or ana and then your nationality. Ana min Misr or ana Misriya. If you learn how to ask where are you from in Arabic and how to respond saying your country or your nationality, let me know in the comments. Inta mnin or inti mnin. I would love to know where you're watching from. And like, follow, and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next lesson where we go grocery shopping and learn names of fruits and vegetables in Arabic. For now, ma salama.